Okay, we're trying this again. We are doing a stream here. Wait for people to come on in. I think if I turn this light off, it would look cool. Possibly. This is nature. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Seems kind of neat. All right, we're here, hanging out. What's going on? People are starting to kind of come in. Let's see if I can maybe. Oh, that looks cool. We got stuff behind us. So, yeah, this is for people watching afterwards. This is post-expedition stream. Just haven't been on the channel in a long time, I feel like. So just kind of wanted to update people about what was going on. We'll definitely be having some shows coming up here soon. But, yeah, this is... We're hanging out right now at the Small Town Monsters headquarters in Ohio. So myself and Eli Watson.
Hello.
Eli right now is transferring footage. We have 1 million pieces of footage and everything. So I'll wait for a few more people to come in here. Obviously we got lots of Bigfoots and cryptids behind us. Some pretty neat stuff on the walls here. Do a little bit of a sneak peek tour here of that. But yeah, it's been quite a journey. So if anyone has any questions or anything like that about what's been going on, it's been crazy. We have been all over the country doing Bigfoot stuff, beyond the trail, obviously, for Small Town Monsters. In the meantime, an episode came out. Hopefully you guys have seen that. Bigfoot at Bluff Creek. It's on my channel. It's on the Small Town Monsters channel. It's not on my channel, but I have a link to it on my channel. So Bigfoot at Bluff Creek, that came out about a week ago. It was fun. We have another one coming up in this month. It's September. I don't even know what month it is anymore. That one's going to be called Bigfoot Mountain, about Bigfoot in Oregon. Really cool. So we've got a lot of awesome ones coming up with Beyond the Trail. I hope everybody is doing okay. Let's see what going on here. Is that too bright? No. Yeah, so we're just hanging out. Just wanted to kind of start this stream up, talk to folks about what was going on, see if anybody had any questions or comments or anything like that. If anyone's seen Bigfoot at Bluff Creek, let me know what you thought of it. It seems like the reception has been pretty good so far. It's really fun to work on. I'm excited for the next one to come out as well. Okay.
What's going on?
I don't know. What are these comments? Yeah. I'm pretty tired now, so hopefully I'm not boring people here. But yeah, like I said, if anyone has any questions or comments or anything like that, I will do a little show and tell here of some of the cryptids and Bigfoots behind me. There's a lot of cool stuff in this office. You can see this is where the Monsteropolis magic happens. Small Town Monsters. Got a bunch of cryptids back in here. This is the backdrop for Paranormal Unexplained, the show. So that's pretty cool right there. It's filmed right here on these theater chairs. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I know it's probably late. A lot of people probably getting ready for bed, hanging out on this before the holiday weekend here. Looks like we got Jeremiah in the comments. What's up, dude? Bigfoot Society says, missed the show. Good to see you back. Totally, yeah. I was going to do more streams on the road, but I just kind of forgot. The way things happen, you get really caught up with everything going on. It's tough to remember to do this kind of stuff. I'm excited to have the show back up. Next week, we'll probably be doing a recap in general of the whole trip out to... So we did 3 productions. We did one in Colorado, one in Utah, and just one in Ohio right now. We just finished up about the Minerva monster. So that's really cool. Colorado Bigfoot, as well as Bigfoot in Utah. We had some pretty cool stuff happen. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff on the show. That'll be next Monday. We'll do a recap. We'll probably have Eli on, some other folks as well. Seth maybe. Seth Breedlove will stop in. Heather Moser. We'll probably get a bunch of people in. I'm not going to make any promises, but I will. It'll be an entertaining show for sure. Looks like we got Mothman 46 in the chat. How was the squatching in Ohio? I heard you were here. Yeah, it was good. I haven't been to Ohio in quite a few years, so it was cool to be back. I think since before COVID started. That's the last time I was in Ohio, even though it's really not that far from New England, and it's like a 9-10 hour drive. Not that bad from New Hampshire, but yeah, it was cool to be back out here, especially because of the Minerva case. That one I'm really excited for. Obviously, those that have seen Minerva Monster from Small Town Monsters will know it's a pretty important case in Ohio history, so that one was really fun to be actually looking into what possibly could be the monster or descendants of it, all in the same area within the same region. And we'll talk more specifics on the show next week. Yeah, Jeremiah, Bigfoot Society, Mothman 46 swooping on in. Absolutely. That guy's everywhere. You know, who knows where Mothman is? Who knows what Mothman is? I don't know. But yeah. Here, I'm going to put Eli on the spot here for a second.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing, Eli?
I'm good. Just transferring footage.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah.
How many gigabytes of footage are we looking at?
Let's find out, shall we? It'll only take a minute. Let's see. Just what we filmed in the past few days is like 300 gigabytes so far.
300 gigabytes of juicy 4K footage, huh?
And that's not even everything.
That's not even everything.
If I didn't have this list, nothing would get done.
Are we over 1,000 for these 3 projects? Gigabytes, you think?
Yes.
For sure.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Because Colorado's almost 600.
Oh my God.
Know how big Utah is. And then Ohio's, yeah, it's
monster.
Be over 1,000. Yeah.
Cool. So, I mean, we're going to talk more in depth next week, so we won't get into too much now, but do you have a favorite moment maybe, or a favorite place? Let's just keep it favorite place we visited during this trip, this long-winded journey.
That's a hard question because we went to a lot of places, but maybe the High Uintas.
Yeah.
I really liked it up there. The elevation made it tough.
Yeah, sure.
Even just being there, at least for me, but it was really a beautiful place. So.
Totally. Cool. Well, we'll get more into that next week. Hopefully Eli will be Eli can't speak. Hopefully Eli will be joining us, at least for a little bit, and we'll have some other folks on as well. But yeah, so for folks that are just popping in, we're just talking. If anyone has any questions, comments, anything like that, throw them in the comments or in the live chat. I will totally read them. Let's see. Mothman 46 says, is Eli looking for Cryptid Coliseum participants?
Soon we will be. I can tell you that there is a land. There's something in the works for Cryptid Coliseum. Just know.
There you have it. There's the inside scoop. Joey Hayes says, good morning, folks. Must be, I see, is that an Irish flag? Looks like it. So it's probably morning over there. Good morning in that case. It is 9:30 here on the East Coast. We're going to be going to sleep soon. I don't know. That's probably not true because we're transferring footage. So we're just kind of having fun here. Brian and Chewy, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? He says, hey, man, just stopping to say hi. Talk to you soon. Vermont was awesome today. Fall hiking will be epic up there. Yeah, dude, how was the hike up there? We'll have to get up to spot where I had some stuff going on. Oh, Joey Hayes says it's 2:31 in the AM. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're probably, 5 hours ahead? Is Ireland also 5 hours ahead of the East Coast, I believe? Oh, here we go. There he is. Oh, there he goes. We've got Carrick in the chat. Crash Course Cryptozoology. Man, I wish I could add him in here and just have him pop in and talk to him. How do I do that? I don't think I can do that. YouTube's not fun like that.
YouTube's not fun.
Sorry, guys. We'll have a chat. We'll do a chat with Carrick at some point for sure. Getting out there in the woods with him again. But Yeah. All right. Why don't I show you guys around a little bit? How's that? So this is where the magic happens. STM magic. Small Town Monsters magic. I'm going to unplug. Let's see. Do I have enough battery? Yeah, I can do that. Check this out. What did I just unplug?
You unplugged the light.
I did? No, I unplugged my phone.
Well, the light came off.
Oh. I don't know how. Did it get unplugged? Oh, there we go. I just looked right into that and got blinded. Ah, okay. Wait, what did somebody else say? Wonderful new. Oh, sure. All right, I'll just take a question or two since they're here. We'll delay that showing in just 1 minute. I can't speak here. Ever considered an investigation movie in Land of Lakes area, Kentucky for Dogman? Yeah, totally. I don't know if it would be Beyond the Trail, but I know there's definitely interest. It's a hot case, right? Okay, these lights keep going off. Someone's messing with us.
I don't think so. It might just be hot.
Oh, I don't think it's plugged in. I think it's a battery powered.
Oh, it might be.
Well, we're here in the spooky set.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not plugged into anything. Okay, well, we can turn that light on for now. That's fine. Carrick says, wonderful new camera. I don't know. This is just my phone. I just have it on a little tripod thing. Mothman 46 says, Dogman at LBL. Jody Cook stomps. Bigfoot Society. Hit up Ashley Hilt about that one. She's been studying it. Yes, I believe she has. Joey Hayes says, let's not forget to powerbomb the like button through a table off the top rope, please, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't read or speak tonight. Very tired after filming. We were just out in the woods of Ohio stomping around for the past few days. But yeah, let's show you guys around here a little bit. This is pretty cool. So this is actually the backdrop for Paranormal Unexplained. If you've seen that show on the Small Town Monsters channel, this is where they sit in these chairs. Look right there. This is a complete inside scoop. We've got a creepy Mothman there, Kecksburg UFO crash, the Bray Road Beast book, some old cameras, another Kecksburg kind of model. These are the Hopkinsville goblins. Good old Mothman, of course. Really awesome. Flatwoods Monster, of course. This is a Paul Freeman knuckle print, I believe. Then you got some creature replica, Bigfoot, Yeti. That is Abear Road, so that's the Whitehall Bigfoot. Another Mothman, another Flatwoods Monster. And these are kind of the STM things that they do for the Kickstarter with some of the movies. So you've got Dogman, Beast of Bray Road, rather. Momo, I think that's Momo. The Bell Witch. I mean, look at that thing. That is pretty cool, right? You got Mothman up there. Invasion on Chestnut Ridge. And then over here, this is actually a board that was used in Momo, Missouri Monster. So you've got all the kind of case stuff going on there. And this is where Monsteropolis happens, right in this little space here. So we got some cool stuff. Obviously, Seth Breedlove himself. Bunch of Bigfoot art. Momo up here. Bigfoot and some UFOs. It's a really cool Bigfoot cutout thing. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't mean to kick you out of your seat.
No, you're good.
A lot of books, a lot of Bigfoot stuff, more Flatwoods Monster. Here's a UFO, I think it's Strange Little Lands. They do these super cool replica. Also those pop things, Bigfoot Camping Adventure, another foot carving, Abear Road. This one's actually kind of cool. I like this one a lot. Let me see if I can grab it. This is the Loveland Frog case, Strange Little Land diorama thingy. That's pretty sweet. So, more posters on the wall on the Trail of Bigfoot. I will show you guys real quick because I don't want to reveal too much about this location, but I will show you some of the posters on the wall. So obviously we got a lot of the STM posters, Momo, Beast of Bray Road, Mothman, Boggy Creek, Beast of Whitehall going down to Minerva Monster. So pretty cool, right? But this is sort of the main studio where all the fun happens. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, I forgot to show this map of the Kentucky or the Mammoth Caves in Kentucky. pretty cool having that right behind us here. Alrighty, let's see what else people are saying in the chat. Getting some thumbs up, flames, sweet studio. Carrick says such a cool HQ. Mothman 46 says Eli, put on the tinfoil hat.
Where's it at?
Put on a tinfoil hat, dude.
I'll find one.
He's gonna go find one. That's great. Brian Lenker, hi from Pennsylvania. What's going on, man? We are here in Ohio in the neighboring state. So that's fun. Yeah. He's putting on, Eli's working on his tinfoil hat right now. But yeah, guys, for folks that have just joined or are just joining the stream here, we are hanging out here at the Small Town Monsters headquarters. After doing a bunch of projects in a row, we just did some stuff in Ohio here involving the Minerva Monster case. Here's Eli.
It's only good from one angle. Hope you enjoy.
There's Eli with his tinfoil hat. They won't be able to hack into his mind now.
Nope. They can't read my mind anymore.
Nope. But yeah, so we're transferring footage. We've got cameras everywhere, gear everywhere. Here's some of the cameras we've been using. So yeah, these are going to be some spicy looking projects again, as usual, I should say. Okay, let's see. Joey Hayes, what's going on? Says, are you doing another Land Between the Lakes episode? I've never really done one. I've never covered that story. I don't know much about it. I really don't. Maybe I'll have somebody on who knows something about it. I don't really talk about the Dogman stuff all that often. I mean, I just don't. I don't know. It doesn't really interest me all that much, but definitely would be curious to maybe talk to somebody who knows a little bit more about it. Maybe they can catch my interest. Number says, am I invisible? Am I YouTube invisible again? I don't know. I can see your comment. Bigfoot Society says, pumped for the upcoming return to the Chestnut Ridge. Yeah, totally. That's going to be great. Eric Altman and those dudes in Pennsylvania are awesome. Mothman 46 says the Utah pictures you posted were fire. Yeah. If you guys want to see any pictures from this trip, I'll probably post some on the channel, but go to my Instagram and check out some of the photos we posted. We went to some crazy locations. Utah, the High Uinta Mountains. We did some Bigfooting up there after Colorado. Blow you away. I mean, it's so crazy out there. So many great reports from that part of the world too. A lot of cool stuff going on. Yep. So yeah, it's been pretty wild ride. Oh, I should put my phone in. I'm getting a battery warning. Let me plug this guy in. I totally unplugged it earlier. But yeah, any other questions, anything like that, guys? Send it my way. We're just killing some time here. Well, more like I'm just killing some time while Eli transfers footage and trying to be amusing, I guess, without being too annoying. No, he's doing a good job. It's been a whirlwind for sure, and we will definitely be talking all about that next week. I'll probably show some pictures. We might do like a little slide, not a slideshow, but pull up some pictures on screen and just talk in general and have some of the folks on. Maybe we'll do like a quick Utah, Colorado segment and then bring in Seth and Heather and people if they can make it, which would be cool. Let's see. Carrick says, what do you guys think of the new Idaho Bigfoot footage? I don't know if there's new stuff, but I've seen this one going around. That's one of those Mark Anders things. I think that's been around for a long time, and that guy does pretty fake stuff. It's like purposefully fakeful. I'm tired. I can't speak or think tonight. I don't know. I think if that's the same one I'm thinking that's been making the rounds on social media, it doesn't seem legit. I think it's been out there. Yeah, so let me see. Carrick responded with there's this one that looks like Patty from NVTV, questionable channel obviously, but it's impressive stuff if it's a hoax for sure. Yeah, when that name NVTV or that Mark Anders guy, it seems like they have a really good Bigfoot suit and they do some questionable stuff. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I really can't say enough. I'm sure, Carrick, you could probably get to the bottom of it as smart as you are. Numbers says not enough frames. There's only one picture. That's always questionable, especially nowadays. A single picture is not going to do anything in the 21st century. It's just going to be ridiculed and laughed at and called a hoax. That's just the unfortunate reality. Try to get other evidence or something else going on. Johnny Half says, good evening, everyone. Surprise, question mark. Yeah, just randomly decided to do the stream because I've been neglecting doing streams. Joey Hayes says, did anyone see the footage from Texas Goat Farm footage shot very early in the morning about 6 weeks ago? Was that the one that was making the rounds? It was the farmer who kind of saw it off in the distance. It was typical sort of blob, squatchy kind of thing. I'm not sure. Mothman 46, follow Bigfoot Society to get his followers to 1,000 so he can live stream at the Van Meter Festival. Do it, seriously. Jeremiah is awesome. We actually met Jeremiah of the Bigfoot Society for the first time in person a couple weeks ago when we were driving out west. We drove right through where he's at in Iowa, so it's pretty cool. He actually took us to Van Meter, which was awesome. We got to see the location. I mean, it's a small town, but they're going to be having the Van Meter Festival there a couple weeks, right? I mean, that's September, something like that, happening really soon. So he wants to live stream the event. I think he's at, I don't know how many subscribers he's at. I'm sorry, Jeremiah. If you want to just throw that in there, I'll totally read it out. But help him get to 3 weeks from today, he says. Help him get to 1,000 so he can live stream like this. Because you cannot do a live stream until you're at 1,000 subscribers. It's just the way YouTube works. It's not fair. That's the way it is. But help him get to 1,000 subscribers so we can show off that really cool festival. I wish I could be going there, but unfortunately Iowa's not too close to here or to where I'm at in New Hampshire. So at some point, right? But there will be some familiar faces there. Nash Hoover, I think Ken Gearhart, some people at the festival. So pretty cool. Johnny Half, good evening from Eastern Ohio. Cool. Okay, Crash Course Cryptozoology. Carrick is saying, so what you're saying is you're in on it, and thank you for the compliment. Everyone should sub to Alex and Crypto Campfire. Yeah, I'm in on the hoax, of course. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, sub to Crash Course Cryptozoology. Really cool projects coming up. Carrick's got like a million things going on. He's got a really cool Marlboro monkey case. We've done some streams about it. We've talked about it in the past. He's obviously talked about it. He's done streams on this channel about it. It's a really cool case, not just because I'm involved, but Carrick does a good job. And there's a lot of moving pieces to that story. It's pretty crazy, actually. You'd be surprised for, like a New Hampshire Bigfoot case. It gets pretty in depth, pretty cool. Yeah. So again, guys, we're just hanging out right now. We have so much footage to transfer. All the little handy cams and GoPros. This thing has been beat up quite a bit. I think the IR, the IR is still working. Cool. This is one of our instrumental tools out in the field. This is a Sony Handycam, little camcorder. This is sort of our running gun, and these are great because you got night vision capabilities. I'll just show some gear. That's a good way to do it. Here, I'm gonna turn the light off. Get the ambiance in here going, huh? So yeah, this is a Handycam. What's really cool about this guy is we got our night vision shot, so I can start filming at night. It also has an IR torch. So the IR torch on the top. That just is easier, makes it easier for us to film each other when we're out in the woods, and you can actually open up this little part so it stays on and you don't have any really light coming out aside from that little area. So that's it right there. You can turn the light back on. I was just showing off some gear.
You want the light?
Yeah, you can turn it on. It looks a little better with it on. So we got that. We've got obviously all sorts of GoPros and little cameras like that. FLIRs, night visions, the go-to audio are these Zoom H1s. We've got a bunch of these guys now. These are great. We usually leave these out at night, audio-wise. This is pretty cool. This is a night vision set. See if I can turn it on. These are fun. So you'll probably see the red light in a second here when I turn the IR on. Yeah, you should see that little right. That's the IR. So this just has basically a screen. You just kind of look through it. Probably not going to be able to focus on anything here, but it's pretty neat. So this is something we just put out in the field. We've actually just been testing this out for the past few projects. So these 3 projects that we've been doing. We'll show some more gear in a minute, but let me check out these questions. Mothman 46 asks, on the road, do you let Eli drive? I do. I would die if I did all the driving alone.
Yeah.
Eli's a good driver, so I'm happy to turn over the wheel and and take a nap. Especially this is probably this is my first time really driving cross country from the East Coast to Utah. That was as far out as we went. I mean, Colorado, but we were moving around Utah, Colorado. So that was my first time really driving that far across the country. I've driven down south before, but not that way in a straight line. So that was pretty neat. I need those goggles. Yeah, they're pretty cool. These are what? These are some kind of Chinese ones. I don't think they're that expensive. Couple $100, right? We're actually given these to take out to the field. They use a pretty good amount of batteries. I think it's 6 total batteries. So yeah, they're cool. I mean, they're of limited use in really thick wooded areas. It just gets really tough with the way the terrain is in some of these wooded spots, but it's just the nature of Bigfooting, I guess. Sorry, I was just grabbing another piece of equipment. Here's a Sony A7. This is something we've been using for filming interviews and getting some cool B-roll, slow motion shots, all kinds of stuff. Very, very versatile. This one has a cage rig on it. This is turning into a gear show, so I apologize for people that aren't really into gear. Let's see, what else do we have? A couple more things. Fleur Scout. Obviously, we've talked about these before. They're great. I mean, it's tough to see at a distance, but you get blobby when things are way off in the distance. So the closer they are, the easier it is to see. We've got this Bushnell night vision thing. I haven't really used this one a whole lot. This was the first time. This is something that was just kind of laying around. But you can see the IR there. Or the infrared, the IR, it's the same thing. Don't know if you'll be able to even really see much in there. But yeah, these are cool. Yeah, they don't work super great. You gotta kind of focus and mess around with the focus. A couple other night vision type things that we have, but that's the main stuff we've been using. Honestly, most of the time at night, we're just hanging out in the woods and listening. We did have a parabolic dish we used on this project. This is the Minerva Bigfoot case. So yeah, lots of different pieces of tech. If anyone has any suggestions, stuff we should try, maybe less expensive, less techy, let us know. Mothman 46 says, when are you going to pick up a FLIR drone? At some point. From what I understand, though, the FLIR feature on the drone, they have DJI Mavic drones, and they only film in 480 quality for the FLIR, which is, I don't know, for the price they go for, I don't know if it's worth it. I'd almost want it to be at least 1080 and in infrared, in thermal imaging, I should say, to make it worth it. So I'm sure the technology will eventually catch up, and it'll get hopefully a little bit cheaper. But yeah, it'd be really cool to get that. Can Squatch asks, can those goggles binos come with a camera function? Yeah, they do. So these all record. This one records, I believe, to an SD card. Yep, this records to a micro SD. Oh, which we got to get this one stuck out of here. I forgot this thing was stuck in there. Yeah, so this does record to a micro SD. I don't know if we filmed anything on here.
I filmed a couple shots. Okay,
cool. So yeah, this does film. Absolutely, this films onto an internal hard drive. So you kind of our internal storage. So you just hook it up to the computer, and you gotta manually transfer the footage. And then this guy as well records onto an SD card. I don't know where it records to, where the SD card comes out. Oh, right here on the side. So right here, you got it's micro SD as well, so it's really not that bad. You can get pretty good. I mean, these things only record in what, 720, 1080, so it's not super high quality. But hey, it's better than nothing out in the woods, especially if you're trying to see stuff. Hasn't really worked for Bigfoot, but cool to see other animals and other things as well. So yeah, I'll show you guys what this looks like here. Just kind of casually surrounded by a ton of gear. There's Mr. Eli again. Oh, what's going on? 30 minutes in, guys. Johnny has 480 his Mothman 480 is sick face emoji. Yeah, you're telling me, man. Johnny Half says, I'm on the train. See you guys in a bit. All right, well, if you lose signal, thanks for stopping in. Joey Hayes says, the prices will drop. Eventually, tech is moving so fast compared to only 10 to 15 years ago. Yeah, it's like year by year now. It's moving at ridiculous paces, especially with drones. Fleur, they just got bought out by a bigger company called Teledyne, so I don't know what's going on with them. But Mothman 46 says, Seth should have taken you guys to the scene of the Mill Lake Monster or Old Orange Eyes. Yeah, I wish we had more time. I mean, we spent so much time out in the woods because we were only here in Ohio for 5 days, right? 5, 6 days?
Yeah.
5, 6 days. Most of it was spent in the woods, or we came back here to HQ. We did Paranormal Explained filming, so be looking out for that in the next month or so. There's going to be an episode with Eli and I as guests on Paranormal Explained. We've also done a Monsteropolis where we talk about these projects. So if you want to learn more, check out the latest Monsteropolis episode. It just dropped over, where you get podcasts and that kind of thing. But we will be talking as well about it next week. So I imagine we'll be having some of the same conversation, more of a recap, but it should be cool. Joey Hayes says, looking forward to the footage. Yeah, totally. But yeah, I would have loved to. There's so many things here in Ohio. I mean, we were even thinking about stopping at Salt Fork on the way up, but it's a little bit too far south. There's just a lot of places in Ohio, a lot of squatchy stuff, a lot of Dogman, Grassman, Loveland Frog, all kinds of weird stories and tales. So if we had time, I wish I could spend more time here. I'm actually heading back out east tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Crash Course Cryptozoology says, I don't know, I'm just going to say Carrick. Girlfriend and I love Paranormal Explained. Cannot wait to see you on. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's a cool little crossover. Can Squatch says, Fleur is moving toward military products, not developing much for consumer market. I could totally believe that. They got bought by a pretty big company that, it makes sense. That's where the money is, right? So hopefully they keep doing some cool stuff. I mean, it's not that hard. I don't imagine it be that hard to make a drone with floor capabilities to go to 1080 at least. You do that, you satisfy the civilian market for a little bit, I suppose. But I don't know. These guys are good little scouts, but they leave a little bit to be desired. I've had the fortune to use some of the bigger kind of binocular type ones, and they're really good. You can see a mouse from 100 feet away. Pretty awesome. Joey, where do the comments go? Why did they disappear? Oh, there we go. Joey Hayes says, is Ohio where the Silver Bridge collapsed? Yes and no. Point Pleasant, West Virginia is where it happened, but it's over the Ohio River, which Point Pleasant borders West Virginia. West Virginia, Point Pleasant, West Virginia borders Ohio. So you've got Point Pleasant, Ohio. The only divider is the river. So I guess the bridge would be connecting Ohio to West Virginia. So that's where the crash happened. That's where the whole Mothman thing is. Maybe Mothman 46 himself can tell us the story. Being the creature of mystery. Mothman 46 says, I hear if you leave a steak on the grill at night, it attracts the big feeds. I wonder where you heard that. I don't know. I've got some interesting tips, feel free to share them. Yeah, no, I've heard that from a few researchers, some pretty interesting characters about specific times are when you have to cook steak and that'll attract Bigfoot. I don't know. I mean, I've heard people cooking chicken, all kinds of stuff, getting rocks thrown at them. Smells bring creatures and inquisitive creatures in. So Mothman 46 says Ohio only owns 7 feet of the Ohio side of the Ohio River. Dang, that's pretty. That's not a lot. But yeah, the Ohio River. That's a pretty cool case overall, Mothman. That's only about 3.5 hours south, or 3.5 hours from here, from this part of Ohio where we're at, kind of eastern, not really eastern, but Cleveland area. So yeah, pretty sweet. I highly recommend going down there. They got a cool Mothman Museum. It kind of stinks that they canceled the Mothman Festival. That's unfortunate. So that was supposed to happen, I think, 2 weekends from now. But the Whitehall Bigfoot Festival is going to be happening. Probably going to be going to that. So that should be fun. Hopefully people will tune into that. So that'll be cool. Joey Hayes says it's a fascinating case. Yeah, it really is. Mothman 46, did you pick up any good souvenirs from your travels? T-shirts, coffee cups? I did get a few coffee cups, yeah. I did actually get a lot. It's all in my car. Otherwise, I'd totally show it. But we went to the Sasquatch Outpost. I've done a video on them before on this channel years ago. They'll be featured in the Beyond the Trail episode. Jim Myers, the owner, is really awesome. Sasquatch Outpost in Bailey, Colorado. It's basically a Bigfoot museum and a gift shop. So many cool, awesome gifts. I got a Bigfoot sign. I got some other Bigfoot stuff, tons of stickers. I got a cool hat. Maybe I'll wear that next week's show. I'm wearing that when I'm not wearing my Stetson. But yeah, I got that. Got some other just Bigfoot stickers wherever I went. We got some Bigfoot stickers all over Colorado, just random Bigfoot stuff. It's usually what I try to go for souvenirs. I don't get anything too crazy or anything, but I like the stickers, put it on the side of my evidence box, which I'll probably show at some point. Maybe I'll do a video. I'll like unbox, show what's in my wear the Stetson. I'll go get my Stetson. I'll do it now. All right, I'm back. Here's the Stetson. I'll probably wear the Bigfoot hat for the show next week, but this is the look. This is the Stetson. I'm not trying to do an Indiana Jones look or that, everyone's like, oh, every cryptozoologist stereotypical has a hat. I actually got this when I was out in Arizona a number of years ago in Monument Valley. Yeah, the place in all the John Wayne movies on the Navajo reservation. Super cool spot. I just love it. I think it actually, the look suits me. It's that Western kind of look. So Jeremiah, Bigfoot Society says, cryptozoologist mode activate. Okay, ready to go look for cryptids. Yeah, people throwing the cowboy emoji, hat wearing cowboy. Numbers, it just says, I don't know what your username is. It just says number S. Y'all seen the Calgary Bigfoot video here in the tube? Big red dude. Might go to Whitehall Fest. I'm only a couple hours away. Yeah, totally. It'll be a good time. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of cool people there. Connor Anderson of the North American Bigfoot Center. Paul Bartholomew, obviously. Can Squatch says, man from Snowy River. I don't know what that is. Mothman 46. I was looking at Indiana Jones hat on Spirit Halloween. Yeah, it's probably cheaper than a Stetson. But what I will say is, you buy a Stetson, you get good quality. I mean, this thing has been through a lot. It's been through humid conditions down south, rained on. I've worn it backpacking throughout Utah, throughout the West. It's got a lot of my sweat collected in it, and it still doesn't smell terrible. And it's kind of a crushable. It's waterproof, but it's got that sort of good look to it. I don't know. It's probably my favorite hat. Eli's got one too. Here, throw yours on too. Let's give the people what they want. So here's Eli with his Stetson.
How y'all doing?
So he rocks the black Stetson with the kind of brown band.
Yep.
And then I got the brown band too and the brown Stetson. I don't know. I feel like this look kind of organically came about. Did it not?
Yeah,
it was like you had one before.
Yeah, I bought it because I wanted to be a cowboy.
Yeah, he's into country. I'm into country. I Twilight as a cowboy in my imagination. So that's why I got it, because I was out west, and then we started doing Chasing Legends, and we just every shoot we're like, we're gonna start wearing the Stetsons, and then I'm like, Beyond the Trail, okay. time to do Stetsons as well, because Stetsons are class act. They're classic Americana. You can't beat a Stetson. That's like the hat that tamed the West, you know? So absolutely crucial. Just we look really cool. I mean, at least I like to think so. Joey Hayes says, looking very Ron Moorhead, sir. Very dapper indeed. Thank you. Yeah, Ron, I don't know if I can get Ron Moorhead cool, though. We met him in the Olympics back in April. He's got I don't know if it's a Stetson. It might be. He's got a hat with crocodile or alligator teeth in it. I'm like, you have to be unlocking different achievement levels to get the teeth. That comes with the seniority. I'm not gonna do that for a long time. Mothman 46 says, I'm not on a Stetson level yet. I'd say you are. I think you're underselling yourself here, man. You definitely are on the Stetson level. So good on you. Sandra Piper says, hello, chat friends. Bigfoot Society, screw that hat, Eli. Where's the other hat?
What hat?
The Fear and Loathing hat.
You want that one?
Okay, Eli's gonna show the Fear and he's gonna do. You got to do the glasses too with the full Fear and Loathing look. So this is Eli's alternative look. We'll give him a minute to get ready here. So very very Johnny Depp of him.
My alternative look.
This is his alternative look when he's not wearing a Stetson. Okay, here we go. Ready? Ooh. There he is. So what is on the hat there?
It's magic mushrooms.
Magic mushrooms, yeah. There you go. So that's the other look that Eli rocks. He was rocking that when I picked him up. I'm like, dude, where's the Stetson? He's like, oh, don't worry, it's in the bag. I'm like, okay, you better be ready to pull that thing out. Johnny Half says, Alex, you are a classy individual, much respect. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'd call myself classy, but I'll take the compliment. I'll take your word for it. Mothman 46, Tate needs a fine brim hat like that. Tate, you do.
He does.
He definitely does. He's got to join the Stetson gang too. He's in another gang, but Stetson gang not so much. So if Tate's listening, he knows what I'm talking about. Crash Course Cryptozoology. Carrick says, boom, fashion world has changed forever. Yeah. I mean, Eli's he's a trendsetter. What can we say at this point? This is fun. We're having a fun time on here. Bigfoot Society on the trail of magic mushroom hats. It's happening. Joey Hayes says Gonzo-tastic.
I'm Gonzo-tastic.
That's one way to do it. Mothman 46. Eli Watson, one of God's own prototypes. A high-powered mutant of some kind, never ever considered for mass production. Too weird to live and too rare to die.
Yep, they know what they're talking about. Who was that?
That was Mothman 46.
Hell yeah.
Joey Hayes, take the trip, enjoy the ride. Dinosaur emoji. Oh yeah, we saw some dinos out west. We saw some dino bones. We got to hang out with some cool dinosaurs. We'll talk about that. That'll be in the Utah episode. We're going to talk about the bones, okay? That's what people want to talk about. We're talking about the bones. Where are the bones? The question that always gets asked. We'll be addressing that and more. So that should be fun. Fear and Loathing, yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly the look. But yeah, folks, I'll stay on here. This is fun. I'm having fun goofing off after definitely a lot of work. I mean, we had a lot of fun, but a lot of work. This is not all play. We're having fun and kind of making the best of the situation as we're just transferring footage here. How's it looking time-wise?
We got another 20 minutes before this one card is done.
So we've got, I mean, how many cards do you think we had to transfer overall?
We'll find out right now.
It was like a ridiculous number, if I remember correctly.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's over 20.
Over 20 SD cards just for the Ohio project.
I'm going crazy.
Eli's losing his mind, but without his organization, we would have already lost our minds for sure. The problem is you have so many audio recorders. We had, Seth and Heather and other people were filming too on the project. So you had so many different variables, different cards, different cameras, internal drives. I mean, I'm sitting here with 2 handy cams just right in front of me, you know, so we had a ton of these guys all over the place, but they come really good and really in handy. Before I forget.
That's why they're handy cams.
Yep, this is for you.
Thanks.
I'll get that mic off there at some point.
I'll put it on right now.
Cool.
Just so we know.
Mothman 46. Eli with that hat screams, "Damn it, man, this is bat country."
With the references, though.
Okay, Joey Hay says, any opinions on the pterosaur sightings? I don't know which ones. I mean, I've heard of the ropin'. I've heard of other supposed winged pterosaur-like sightings. I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird birds out there. Maybe some of them are extra freaky-deaky. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't think I have an opinion on that. Mothman 46. Buy the ticket, take the ride, and no bounce to play. 20 cards. I've never seen that kind of. I only ever use 2. I know this is. Usually we're only about maybe up to 10.
Yeah, this is
when it's just me and Eli. But this was because we had. I mean, we had Eli, Andy, Seth, Heather, myself, at least 6 or 7 people filming and taking pictures and doing all kinds of stuff. So this project's going to be really cool, and we'll talk more about it. Johnny Half, what do you think of the RMSO? They do some kick bleep work in the bush. Your opinion is appreciated. I don't really know much about the RMSO. RMSO? Is that what it is? I don't know. I really don't know. Sorry, I don't have time to watch much. I don't watch much Bigfoot YouTube, actually, believe it or not. When I'm editing Beyond the Trail, I watch a lot of survival YouTube channels, a lot of bushcraft kind of stuff. I don't really watch a whole lot of Bigfoot. I do watch Carrick stuff, obviously Jeremiah Bigfoot Society, Justin Chernopesky over in Mountain Beast Mysteries. I usually put his stuff on. Yeah, I don't really watch a whole lot of Bigfoot content on YouTube and elsewhere. I really don't. I spend so much time editing the Bigfoot stuff, I don't think I really want to spend more time watching other Bigfoot content unless I'm doing research and I need to find some stuff out. In which case, you know, I do that. But another one I do watch, and he's only got a few videos, but he's got an awesome video coming out, is Jonathan over at Western Bigfoot Exploration, right?
The museum?
No, Jonathan Sasquatch.
Oh,
what is his channel called? I'm so sorry.
Western Bigfoot Exploration.
Western Bigfoot Exploration. He's got some cool videos. Awesome guy. He's in Bigfoot at Bluff Creek. Again, guys, if you haven't seen Bigfoot at Bluff Creek, there's a description to it or a link to it somewhere on my channel, but you could just go over Small Town Monsters. You'll see our faces on it, kind of on this cheesy poster, but it's really cool. I mean, not just saying that. I think we did a good job covering what Bluff Creek is like and making you feel what that area is like. Unfortunately, I heard there's some bad forest fires going on there in Northern California right now, pretty close to Willow Creek and Bluff Creek. So I really hope that's not. You know, too much of an effect. It doesn't destroy too much down there. Recent pterosaur sightings on the Chestnut Ridge, Joey Hayes. Oh, okay. I haven't heard of that. I would love to look into that. I mean, the Chestnut Ridge is a crazy, crazy area, so pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to have to look into that. Johnny Ham says Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization. That's what RMSO stands for. I've probably only ever seen a handful of videos way back in the day. I don't watch that channel regularly. I don't really know a whole lot about it, so sorry. I'm just not really... I don't watch that kind of stuff too much. Not for any particular reason, as I mentioned, just time, especially lately. I just haven't had a whole lot of time. I've been watching other movies and other stuff while driving and other podcasts. Mothman says, what is your favorite piece of gear, or what piece of gear do you never leave without? My favorite piece of gear, that's tough. I want to say probably an audio recorder. Even when I'm not filming projects, I always like to head out into the field with a Zoom audio recorder. I don't know if I'd consider it like my favorite piece of gear, but it's a very useful one. My favorite one, honestly, pretty simple one. I've told people this one before. I'll go grab it. my favorite piece of gear, probably this guy. This is a really I use this beyond out in the field too. This is a lot of people ask me about this. They see me wearing this. It's a it's a what I use a cell phone pouch. Do you mind if I see your phone for a second, Eli?
Yeah.
Just want to demonstrate. I think I've shown this on the show before, but this is how it works. I have this kind of clipped on the side. It's got really good retention. When I need my phone, if I need to take a picture, I can pull it out. If we're climbing around, I don't want to have to put it in my pocket, have it jingling around. Here, it's right on my belt. It doesn't move. This is actually a magazine holster. Here you go.
Oh.
So it's a magazine holster for like a rifle magazine, but I've found that I had one laying around and I was like, this is a great cell phone pouch. So I actually use this pretty often, even not out in the field. People always ask me, oh, that's the coolest cell phone holster. And like, where'd you get it? I'm like, I'll tell them, like a, I don't know, Bass Pro Shop or something like that. That's where you get that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of probably my favorite piece of gear, aside from, a pocket knife, that kind of stuff. The useful stuff. The phone mag is brilliant. Yeah, it really is. I don't know. I don't even know how that kind of dawned on me. I'm not trying to say that it's I invented the wheel here. It's just super simple. I used to wear these pouches. This is something I kind of stole from Nick Redfern. He wears these all the time. I don't know, because he carries a digital camera in there. These are digital camera cases. I used to wear this instead of this guy, but as phones got bigger, I used to have the smaller iPhones and the flip phones. They would fit into here perfectly, and I could zip them up. But when I got a bigger phone, it wouldn't fit in here, so I had to think of another solution. I'm gonna stop talking about cell phone pouch because, it's not that interesting of a topic, I guess. But yeah, cool. Let's see what else we got going on. Bigfoot Society says best Bigfoot doc in a long time. Really kind. Appreciate that, Jeremiah. Mothman also says Bluff Creek was amazing. You guys watched the film at the site was magical. Yeah, we watched Willow Creek right in last camp where a lot of the scenes were filmed. So that was cool. Bigfoot Okanagan. What's up, Leon? Says evening, Alex. How's it going, man? Hope everything's good up in your neck of the woods up there in British Columbia. Joey Hayes says, you always put out brilliant documentaries, Laz. Cheers, and it's very much appreciated. Thank you, Joey, and thanks for staying up. I know you're over there across the pond pretty late in the morning, so hopefully you don't have work or anything crazy going on in the morning. They have to wake up early. But Bigfoot Society needs to do some expeditions. Jeremiah, ? Hey, man. He says, agreed. There's a pretty crazy Bigfoot site an hour out I need to check out for sure. Do it, man. We'll do something in your neck of the woods at some point. I think that'd be awesome. Jeremiah's super cool. Like I said, go subscribe right now to Bigfoot Society. Help him get to 1,000 subscribers so he can stream at the upcoming Van Meter Festival, which is cool. Van Meter story, as I said. We got to meet with him a few weeks ago. He took us to the site. Really awesome place. Really cool to see that. There's not a lot to see, but it's a small town. It's just cool knowing the history of some of these places. You visit some of these cryptid sites, there's not a whole lot left there, especially if it happened in, 1903, when the Van Meter thing happened, so it's over 100 years ago, but it's cool. People are starting to embrace it, and you get to see where certain things happen, where creatures were seen, that kind of thing. Mothman says, I have a nice Molly vest with pockets and such, but I feel like a tool around folks, so I only wear it when I'm solo. Yeah, I hear you, man. I had one of those airsoft vests back in the day. I thought it'd be a good idea to take that hiking every once in a while. I was really wrong. It was not great. My day hiking pack though has MOLLE attachments, so I can add this kind of stuff in there that clips in and other little MOLLE attachments. But yeah, the vest thing, I don't know. I was never really big on vests. I just kind of I prefer having more of a belt setup. I like having my upper body free. If I have a pack on, I can strap some stuff on. I was never a huge fan of vests, but yeah, I can imagine it'd be kind of funny walking around with like a tactical vest and people are like, it would just look funny. I don't know. I always thought those were kind of funny. People get the tactical Timmy kind of stuff. Joey says there's cases made by a company called Otter, little expensive but worth it. Yeah, I know Otter. They actually make phone cases themselves, and I don't know. They probably have clips, but these are really inexpensive. You can get one of these for probably $15 on Amazon if it's like a cheap Chinese one. This one's actually a made in USA one. I don't know the company on here. I think the I've used it so much that the thing got scrubbed off. I'm my bad. I don't know. I know I've had somebody ask me about it, and I sent them the link directly to it. But yeah, they're not expensive. I mean, the most you might pay is $30, and they last. I mean, these are made for hardcore use out in the field, so it's not going to break on you. I've had this one for a number of years, and doesn't seem like it's going anywhere anytime soon. And I got a spare in case, so for sure. Joey Hayes' day off tomorrow, back in college Monday, so keeping it going for the last Saturday of the summer. Cheers. Yeah, he's got the beer emoji. Bigfoot Okanagan says good enjoying your adventures. Yeah, thanks for tuning along. It's been pretty crazy. We're trying to show what it's like out there, and I think the biggest thing for me is with Beyond the Trail is the nature aspect of it and showing some of that stuff off, which is fun. I don't know, what would you say, Eli? Let's get Eli a little bit on here. He's just kind of sitting there. Let's wake him up. What do you think about kind of these adventures? What's your favorite part of being out there?
I don't know. I just really enjoy being out in nature a lot. It's calming. It's peaceful, Of course, looking for Bigfoot is fun and all, but I really enjoy just being out there.
For sure.
I would be out there, Bigfoot or not,
Definitely.
So.
Yeah. No, I would agree. Definitely awesome to be in nature itself. Nature is awesome. I'd go crazy without that. Yeah. Yeah. Can Squatch, do you always have an audio recorder on while in the field, as in while you're hiking? I do. I try to, especially if I'm not doing these kinds of productions. We usually have cameras and stuff on us, but when I'm out in the field, usually especially in my areas, I just turn it on. I carry this one little backpack that has these little straps you can put this in. I just roll it just in case, because you never know. I've had times where you get stopped by something knocking or whatever. You stop and you're like, oh no, I wish I had audio rolling, could have captured that. I've had that happen many times. So I just kind of roll it and then I archive it. Maybe I'll go back and check it out later. Never got anything that I have missed while walking. Usually you're making noise and being loud as a human walking in the woods, even if it's on a trail. But great just in case you do have something that happens to go on as you're walking. Can Squatch, try ATS Tactical for a Kydex mag holster, also maybe Condor. Yeah, all definitely good options. I'm still confused as to what this one is. I got it a number of years ago, so I don't know. I don't think it's actually written on the side. This one's a high-speed gear, so high-speed gear, shout out to high-speed gear. Pretty quality. I've seen other places, there's a lot of different stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. But yeah, guys, coming in on an hour here. That's been fun.
Jeez.
I know, it does not feel like it's been an hour. So we're hanging out. SMA, lol, here I was listening, thinking I was the oldest one. Thank you. About the same youthfulness. High speed is quality. Yeah, totally is, Can Squatch, absolutely. I've got a bunch of these things, and I use them for other purposes too, but it's most practical cell phone holster I found. It looks cool, looks way better than those dorky dad cell phone clips. And no offense, but it is what it is. These are just cooler. They look cooler. You can get camo ones. I just like OD green. That's kind of my go-to. I think it blends into a lot of different environments. Unless you're in the desert of Utah or something, then you got a whole different situation going on. But I don't really try to be all tactical camouflage or anything. I just like the OD green color. Just think it's cool. Yeah. So again, guys, we're hanging out in the STM, Small Town Monsters HQ. Got all our favorite cryptids here. That's our favorite cryptid, Eli. I don't know what he's doing. He's convulsing. We're slowly losing it. We're losing it. We're losing it. But yeah, here, I'll show you guys again. For people that maybe missed it, here, check out all the awesome stuff. Dude, Temecula, bro.
Where?
We got SoCal Squatch in.
Todd?
Dude, Todd's in the chat.
Dude, what up, Todd?
What up?
I'm gonna come visit you one of these days. I'm gonna crash on your couch.
Dude, he's going to crash on your couch. He's saying it now. What's up, Todd? So we got Todd Hale, the Olympic Project. Straight Banff, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Banff. Before YouTube clamps down. He says, do it. Dude, I'm going to crash too. We'll get back out there soon, man. It's been a long time. We got to hang out again. A lot of great people. Temecula, bro. I love that. I wear Crocs walking around the house. Dorky dad. Joey Hayes. Hey, man. I don't wear Crocs personally, but I've heard they're pretty comfortable. I don't knock on anybody who wears Crocs. If you do what's comfortable, you shouldn't get made fun of for it. It's good. If it's good for you, do it, right?
Talking about my hat?
No, they were talking about Crocs. No one's talking about your hat, Eli.
Crocs, dude.
Mothman 46. Do you ever strap a GoPro on your back to watch your six while hiking? A lot of animals will do a circle and cross behind you. I don't.
That's a good idea.
That's definitely a good idea. I don't know, man. I don't have a good GoPro. I have one of the tiny, it's like a cube one. It doesn't even have a screen on it, so it's not like this one. This is what is this, an 8?
Yeah, that's the Hero 8.
This one has the screen. It's the Hero 8. I have like the really tiny one. I don't really use it that much anymore. But not a bad idea. I should probably look into something like that. Todd said, SoCal Squatch, I have beer. Couch surfing lifestyle, still alive and well. Totally, man. That's what it's all about. Carrick asks, you and Eli have a favorite non-Beyond the Trail STM film?
Mine's Beast of Bray Road.
So, Beast of Bray Road, according to Eli. And we'll show the actual book from Beast of Bray Road. This was used in the movie. Check that out. Mine, honestly, if I had to say up until now, that's a tough one, man. That's a toughie. Have you heard of On the Trail Champ? I heard that's a pretty good.
Can't choose your own.
I'm just joking. I don't think that's not even close to the best one. Absolutely not. Man, that's actually pretty tough. I like the Mothman at Point Pleasant, but I will say my new favorite STM film is the Rougarou. Skinwalker Howl of the Rougarou. We just watched it the other night. It's coming out, I believe, in end of September, right? Pretty soon. You're gonna want to see it, and I'm not just saying that because, I've seen it in we're STM or whatever, but it is awesome. It's so great. It is so cool, man. It really is. The recreations are insane. The Rougarou recreations in the movie are crazy. The story's great. The Rougarou story is just awesome. So totally love that one. Mothman 46 says, we'll have to fix your GoPro shortage, buddy. I know. I need to grab them. Because when we're on these things, I just use Eli's. We use Eli's for a lot of stuff. It's really high quality. But I will have to, I don't know. It's always gear. You're always trying to update gear. It's either like that or a drone or something. Carrick says, Eli, same here. It's that or the Mothman Legacy for me. Cool. And he says, that's the doc that got me back into cryptozoology, Mothman at Point Pleasant. It's awesome. I like that story, and I think Seth did a fantastic job telling that story. SoCal Squatch says, you guys are all over the place. We really are. This summer has been crazy. We just kind of went full force into this. It's been really cool to be able to do that. Really super fortunate to be able to kind of go looking for Bigfoot. I mean, we started the summer, we went to Maine. Then almost a month later, we were in Bluff Creek at the Patterson-Gimlin film site. A couple weeks later, we were in Oregon, Mount Hood, hanging out with Cliff Barrickman. Basically, a month after that, we were in Colorado, Utah, and now Ohio. So it's been one thing after another. It's been super, super awesome and super lucky to do that. Thank you guys all for tuning in and for people that back the Kickstarters with STM and just watch the content, enjoy the content. Leave us nice comments. There's been so many awesome comments on Bigfoot at Bluff Creek. It's been super inspiring to see people really liking that and enjoying. I tried to make it going to that area and showing what it's like in the kind of journey experience. So that was a lot of fun. So Joey Hayes says, looking forward to that one. Yeah, the Rougarou's gonna be crazy. Estelle Harrington says, I've been waiting 2 years for a new Rougarou. Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to be the definitive Rougarou documentary for sure. Unfortunately, I've heard that area down there in Louisiana, Homa, has been hit pretty hard with the hurricane that just passed through there. So hopefully, if you guys know, if anyone has any, extra coin laying around, donate to some rescues down there. I've been talking to some people who are, in that area, and it's pretty rough. Homa especially was hit super hard. So I'm really unfortunate to hear that. But hopefully the Rougarou movie can inspire people to start looking and Googling that place and then saying, oh wow, it was hit by the hurricane, so they can put some effort into that. Maybe donations, stuff like that, sending stuff down that way. Carrick says, they really have been everywhere. They just flew a UFO over my house last night. Dang kids. Yeah. Can Squatch says nationwide. Mothman 46 says the Mothman Festival was canceled. Yeah, I heard about that. That kind of stinks. I was kind of hoping to go to that one, actually. Probably very unrealistic, since I'm just here in this part of the country. Now I'm heading back up to the Northeast, but I don't know. That was the first event I ever went to, was the Mothman Festival in 2016. First cryptozoology or paranormal event. It was so much fun. So many cool people. I met so many people I had been reading their books for years. Lauren Coleman, Ken Gerhard, Nick Redfern, just a ton of people. It was awesome. SoCal Squatch says, I love the Beyond the Trails. Awesome, dude. Glad to hear that. You're going to be in the upcoming one. So I'll just list off the ones we have. So currently we have, oh, this is going to be tough. Currently we have episode 1, Granite State Bigfoot Case, which is my personal Bigfoot stuff in New Hampshire. That one's on the STM channel. That came out in May. July came out Sasquatch in the Pine Tree State. That's the main Bigfoot documentary. So you can go watch both of those right now. And you can also watch Bigfoot at Bluff Creek. That is the third one that's out, upcoming. Eli's been editing Bigfoot Mountain, which is about Bigfoot near Mount Hood in Oregon. So that's a Bigfoot Oregon episode. It's featuring Cliff Barrickman, Melissa Barrickman of the North American Bigfoot Center, Connor Anderson, Shane Corson, had him on the show, a friend of Todd's, obviously. He's awesome. He took us to the spot of his Bigfoot encounter, which was super cool. That episode's awesome. That's coming out in a couple weeks, actually, now. End of September, I believe. October will be Colorado. So this is another episode we're just starting to work on. Then we have November, the Olympic Project film will be coming up, which is basically, it's going to be in tandem with the Small Town Monsters larger release on the Trail of Bigfoot, The Discovery, which is about the Olympic Project, and ours will be specifically about hanging out with some of the researchers, such as SoCal Squatch in the chat. So that's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. After that, we have the Utah, High Uinta's Bigfoot. Thinking title-wise, I don't know, maybe Sasquatch Valley, something like that. Throwing some ideas out there. That may be what we call it. And then the Minerva Monster, revisiting the Minerva Monster. I have not come up with a title for it, but it'll be Ohio. So it's all, each episode's in a super different part of the country, different terrain, different things we're dealing with. I'm excited. I think it'll be great. So please, if you haven't seen those, go check those out. The episodes that are out so far. Bigfoot Society says, join STM Squad and help get more amazing cryptid content. Absolutely. If you guys like this kind of stuff, people like to complain about the big networks a lot of the times. If you want to support independent filmmaking, go become a squad member in STM. If you cancel your cable or your whatever streaming service and you want to watch this kind of stuff and help support local, we're in a local little small town monsters. This is the studio here. It's not some giant warehouse corporate thing like some Amazon studios or something. This is as organic as it gets. So if you want to support that stuff and get behind the scenes access to other content, go check out STM and join the squad. So thank you, Jeremiah, Bigfoot Society, for that plug, and go subscribe to Bigfoot Society. Mothman 46 says the rock throwing was crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's happened on some of these trips that's pretty amazing. I have distant relatives in Maine. Must do some research and get over the pond. When things settle down, I have a few quid in my skyrocket. Joey Hayes says, pretty cool, yeah. Go watch the episode on Maine and then watch some other Maine content. Maine's awesome. Very squatchy, in my opinion, the most underrated state for Bigfoot. It's the most forested state in the country. Not a lot goes on. SMA1 says, way too many festivals canceled the past 2 years. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Joey Hayes is definitely testing times all around, for sure. Johnny Half says, you got to make it to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. The UP, I've heard a lot about the UP with Bigfoot stuff. That would be a cool place to go to. I don't know a whole lot about that area in general, but I've heard it looks pretty beautiful. National parks up there, right? They got a lot of national forest land, a lot of reports. That would be cool. I'd be down. There's so many places. I mean, you should see my list of potential spots. It's pretty crazy. Mothman says 9/11/21. The Braxy Bazaar is in Sutton, West Virginia this weekend. Small Town Monsters will be there. Yeah. So Seth and the gang are going to be, part of the gang at least, will be at the Braxton County, or the Braxton Bazaar, which is happening at the Braxton, I cannot speak, I'm tripping over myself. The Flatwoods Monster Museum in Braxton or Sutton, West Virginia. They also got a Bigfoot museum that just opened there. So if you want to go see the place where this happened, this guy here, this is from Braxton County. That's the Flatwoods Monster depiction. There's also a few of them up in here. There's two. There's one there and one there. That's going to be a cool event. So I think Seth's going to be showing the Flatwoods film there, as well as something else. Maybe UFO Dark Skies about the West Virginia stuff, I would imagine. So pretty cool. It sounds like a cool event. Again, there's also the Whitehall Festival coming up a few weeks after that, end of September. Whitehall Bigfoot's so cool. Most likely will be there. So should be awesome. Can Squatch, where'd you go in Colorado? Everywhere. We were in the Front Range. We were in the Lost Creek Wilderness. We were down, oh gosh, pretty much all over. We spent time actually on a property with some interesting activity, and we'll talk more about that on next week's show. But yeah, we did a whole loop because we went up in through Colorado to Utah and then swung back down in from Moab down to Telluride, Great Sand Dunes, that area, up to Colorado Springs. We went on Pikes Peak, saw a lot of the Bigfoot stuff there. So we went to the Sasquatch Outpost in Bailey, Colorado, which is only about an hour outside of Denver. If you're in that area, go check it out. Jim Myers, the owner, is super cool. We spent time with him, went up to his research area. What an awesome guy. Go check him out. Go check out the museum. It's a really well-made museum. It's super cool. Rip that cable out of the wall, folks. Yeah, for sure. A lot of activity in Ontario, Canada, as well as in areas around Algonquin Park. Yep, we were just talking about that today, actually. Something about Algonquin Park. We'd love to check it out. Ontario has a lot of stuff. Mothman asked, is Heather going to be in Sutton? I hear she's a sweetheart. I don't know. I think she said she wasn't, but I could be wrong. But Heather Moser is awesome. I'm going to have her on the show at some point, just talking all kinds of Bigfoot and Minerva and that kind of stuff. Love seeing the close-ups of all the stuff on the shelves, according to Peggy. Cool. Yeah, no, it's totally cool. I'll do one more sweep here because I know there's probably some people that have left and some that have come in. Mothman 46 says Monument Valley is on my bucket list to visit. It's crazy. It's nuts. I mean, it's on the Navajo reservation. It's like John Wayne, every Western movie. Definitely got a very spiritual feeling. It's cool for me because that's, as I mentioned earlier, this is where I got my Stetson. Bought it right there from the guys there. So it's definitely a hat that belongs in the West. Belongs in the Southwest. There's something cool about the Southwest. I prefer wooded areas and mountainous areas, squatchy areas. I know a lot of the desert and that kind of terrain doesn't have, I mean, some places have reports, but not in the high desert. But there's something cool about that type of terrain. We had so much fun. We actually went to Moab, Utah, and we drove around for a few days and beat up my car on some of those roads. But it was totally worth it because that place is nuts. Okay. Probably going to start shutting the stream down soon here. But it's been fun doing this kind of impromptu stream. Joey Hayes says you should organize a live with Paul Sinclair. It's on a Thursday night at 7 p.m. Europe. So midday for you. The channel is called Truth Proof and his email details are in the description. Okay, I don't know. I don't know who that is, but I'll check it out. SoCal, thanks, Joey. Sorry. Just trying to read another comment. SoCal Squatch says, when are you guys coming to the P&W again? It's a good question. I hope soon. I know Eli said he might be going up there just for fun, not for episode, but man, I got to get out there and just hang out with you and the OP guys. Just do like a regular non-filming trip. Just come and hang out and do some squatching. I don't know. Maybe this upcoming year. I hope. I mean, we're going to be definitely, hopefully, doing a lot more beyond the trail, going all over the place. But there's probably a P&W thing that we might squeeze in there. So that'll be cool. So yeah, soon, dude. I mean, I'll let you know, obviously, whenever I'd be coming out. Johnny Half says, next time you're around Western Colorado, call Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization. Yeah, I mean, I kind of had an idea for when I was going into that episode. I knew some researchers out there that hadn't, that weren't well known, that I thought were pretty cool to check out. And it was really fun to hang out with Jim. And like I said, the Sasquatch Outpost, super cool. Awesome museum. Thank you, Peggy, for that super chat. Really appreciate that. Happy to catch you guys tonight. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Awesome to see people coming in. I'll do one more little tour here. I know people are talking about they like that. The shrine of stuff. We got all kinds of Bigfoot. Got this cool mug here. What is this? It's an interesting mug. Beast of Bray Road, Kecksburg. That is creepy Mothman, huh? Look at him. Pretty disturbing. Imagine if you woke up and that was just sitting there looking at you. A-Bear Road. Mothman 46 says, nice mug. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Somebody will think it's nice. Creature replica. They've actually got a Rougarou one over there, too. Creature replica. Paul Freeman. Hand. Knuckle imprint. Mothman. Hopkinsville Goblins. The cool Kickstarter reward kinds of things. Up here, let's see, there's a bunch of movies up here. We've got Terror in the Skies. Really cool. These ones are signed, I guess. These are the special edition ones. Minerva Monster Blu-ray. Isn't that cool? Oh, look at this one. I wonder who made this. Who's that guy? I don't know. Some movie, whatever. I heard it's not that good. Don't watch it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff up here. This was used in Momo, the Missouri Monster movie. Pretty cool. It's kind of it's got a lot of newspaper, actually like legit newspaper articles, printouts of the original Momo, Missouri Monster case stuff. That's pretty neat. Map of the Mammoth Cave. I don't think I showed this earlier. This is looks like a Bigfoot, in Ohio kind of thing that was made for Seth or somebody. Obviously on the trail of Bigfoot posters. Matt Pepler art, really awesome. You got Lyle Blackburn's Beast of Boggy Creek. I have this on a shirt, super cool. Expedition Bigfoot, the Sasquatch Museum in Georgia. I've heard a pretty cool museum. I've never been there. I want to go, but looks really cool. You've got another Flatwoods monster. I don't know who. Oh, this is an Andy Finkel. Oh, cool. Yeah, Andy's awesome. On the Trail UFOs poster. And then there's a ton of Bigfoot stuff over here. I really like these kind of cutouts. A-Bear Road. Whitehall, New York. Mothman. More Bigfoots. A lot of angry Bigfoots. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot going on here in the studio. We've been hanging out. But yeah, guys, almost 80 minutes in. Pretty cool. Probably gonna wind down here and relax. I got a long drive ahead of me tomorrow. I might do another stream tomorrow night, actually. So tomorrow night is Monday, the night where I usually have my show. So I haven't done it in a while. I might do a stream. I'm going to be hanging out with Jordan Warner. Some of you guys might know him. He's done some cryptid filmmaking in the past. Maybe we'll just hang out and do some questions and talk about topics. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Either way, should be cool. But yeah, see some final comments here from folks. Number says the shrine rules. My friends and I had a Missouri encounter. Oh, right on. Love to hear the encounter. Feel free to send me an email if you'd like. Really cool. God bless. Have a good night. Thanks, Johnny. Joey Hayes says that he's a good author all around. Get the channel out more. Sweet map. Good day. Cool. All right. Well, I'm starting to lose my train of thought here.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting late. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much, everyone who tuned in. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna definitely be posting new videos at some point. I'll do a gear video. I haven't really done anything like that. Might be kind of fun. I mean, we're talking about just goofing off with camera gear here, but maybe I'll do like a Bigfoot. I have this whole little Bigfoot case. I'm totally gonna do a video about that. Might not be live, but I'll definitely put a little video just talking about super simple something. I've got a lot of editing ahead here with the Beyond the Trail projects coming up, but yeah. So again, if you guys haven't checked it out, Beyond the Trail, go check it out in Small Town Monsters. We're having a lot of fun doing this stuff. Thank you to all who support, the Kickstarters or in general, just positivity, spread those vibes. We're just trying to get out there, trying to show people these beautiful natural areas, see if we can't have anything happen. We've had some weird stuff happen. There's a lot of cool cases, a lot of stuff going on in the Bigfoot world, so we're hoping to keep that going. But definitely going to be doing some cool shows coming up. I think probably going to have Doug Hychek on soon to talk about the upcoming Sasquatch meet signs too. Definitely want to do that. I've got some other shows as well. Next week, as I mentioned, we will be doing a recap, have Eli and some folks on, and we'll just be talking about Beyond the Trail pretty much exclusively. So, Eli, any parting words for the folks?
No. I mean, tune in next week.
All right. Well, thanks for.
So tired.
I know he's just transferring data. He's a trooper. Thanks for being you, Eli. All righty. Let's see. Good night, everybody. Carrick says, Joey says, cheers, lads. Mothman 46 says, Eli, I need to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
No.
Carrick says, have a good night, Alex and Eli. Good work, both of you. Likewise, my friend. Looking forward to seeing you soon, Carrick. We're going to be hanging out. He's up there in my good old little state of New Hampshire. So I'm looking forward to get out in the field with him. Joey Hayes says, drop kick the like button. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Johnny Half, good night, everyone. Be safe. Thank you. Sweet. Catch up soon, hopefully, everybody. SoCal Squatch. Peace, bro. Take it easy, guys. We will see you soon, maybe either tomorrow or next week or at some point. So, peace, everybody. Good night.